Hey everybody, thanks for joining me for another episode of Blind Buys. I've got a bunch of stuff around the house I need to do. The weather has turned a little worse. It was a little nicer out earlier and it's not so nice right now. The forecast doesn't look all that great either. So I think we can stay somewhere in the slightly more winter side of fragrances. And since we need something to wear, give us a little motivation around the house, we have another viewer suggested unboxing and review. For anybody who doesn't watch all the way through the video, there is an unboxing side and there is the full review on the other side of the waterfall. So be sure to stick around to watch that if you want to find out about batch codes, prices, or anything else. So today, our friend Thomas VN requested YSL M7. This is the La Collection version, not the original. There was one in I think this came out in the 80s or something like that. 2002. But this is supposed to be a good scent. This is the re-release of that, although I was not able to find a Fragrantica page or a Parfumo page for the La Collection. So we're just kind of going to go with the original M7 listing and hope it is somewhat the same. So not so fun little story. Maybe it is fun. I have 2 bottles of this because the first time I ordered it, it was listed as M7 Oud Absolu. That's this bottle right here. I got that off of FragranceNet. And when it got here, I looked at it quick, did the unboxing, and put it on the shelves to be unboxed later. Didn't really look at it close. Another one came up. It said it was listed as just M7. And I ordered it again, not knowing that I already had M7, so I have a spare bottle. We'll go out the bottom and we will unbox it. There we go. Very square. Interesting. It has the accords on the side. Mandarin, Bois de Oud, Patchouli, Ceased, and Myrrh. And then under that it says 2002. Very interesting. Get a little thumbnail there. So, great presentation thus far. Does the cap turn? A little bit. You can see it turns a little bit, but it orients in this opposed position. Kind of cool. So let's get some accords and we'll spray it on. We have Oud and Amber. It looks like aromatic, fresh, spicy. I hate when the atomizers aren't turned towards the label. Citrus and woody. Oh my lord. Man, this smells like a rich dude. Let's give her the old 1, 2. Third might do. Third shot's hot. Woo! Oh man. Okay, real quick, first impression. This is reminiscent. This reminds me of Versace Oud Noir, really quick. That's probably just because of the oud. That's probably because of my inexperience as well. So there's that. This is, oh man, oudy, ambery. It almost smells like there's a bit of iris in there as well. Maybe I shouldn't mess around with the cellophane on camera. It's probably silly. Moving on. Anyhow, let's get some actual notes going. And this listing is pretty basic. It has rosemary, orange, and bergamot on the top, agarwood and vetiver in the middle, and amber and musk on the base. And really, this is amber and amber and oud first and foremost. This is not very oudy, but it is oud. This is a oud scent, despite not being the oud absolute. I would have to assume that the oud absolute is much oudier. So this smells like a very rich, classy man, strong personality. This is not for the summer. This is going to be sort of tough to pull off in this springtime weather. Hopefully the weather stays a little cooler. And yeah, mostly it's mostly just that oudy kind of ambery scent. Not getting a sharp vetiver off of this so far. We'll have to see how that works out on paper. Perhaps in the dry down, vetiver seems to come out more after all the volatile notes have kind of dissipated off the top. The Lalique Ancre Noirs are supposed to be heavy on vetivers. I'd like to get into those to sort of see what those vetivers smell like very quick. But I digress. This is not very citrusy at all, despite the mandarin and the bergamot on top. It's not fruity. Rosemary, slightly herbaceous, but not. Yeah, slightly herbaceous to sort of kind of complement the oud, but for the most part, this is an oud scent, although it is not the oud absolute. This is nice because it's the only other oud scent I have in my collection so far. And there have been times when I have just felt like wearing an oud scent, and I've grabbed my oud noir and I've sprayed it on, and it's great. It takes a certain kind of personality. It's not a mainstream note for sure, but it is distinctly man. Well, I'm gonna walk that back. I think women can wear ouds as well, but in my experience, it smells very manly, and it would be sort of something that you would put on to project an air of, I am in control of this situation. Because you sort of have to be when you're wearing something that is polarizing, that's not going to be attractive to everybody. You're gonna have to make it work. And this is one that we're getting amber now through it. This is one that will work. I don't think you're gonna have to try too hard to make it work, but you're gonna want to think about the situations in which you're going to wear this, because it's probably not going to be for most situations. This is nighttime, this is going out, this is putting on nice clothing, much opposed to what I look like right now. So that being said, guys, we are going to wear this out for, an indeterminate amount of days. It depends on how long it takes me to figure out really how it works overall. And we'll get back to you on the other side of the waterfall with a full review. So thanks. Okay, guys, let's finish up our thoughts on YSL's M7. I really gotta say, man, this stuff rules. Batch code, we've got 22W, 31DW, which gives it a born on date of March 2022. Sort of right around the born on dates of basically every other designer fragrance I've opened. It seems like there's about 1 year lag on the gray market, which makes sense. I got this off of FragranceNet for $85.79. It's a 2.7 ounce bottle, which works out to $31.77 an ounce. That puts it on the higher end range of designer fragrances. I think they sort of range between, like 20 and 40. In that $30 range, that's sort of in the more expensive area. Although I did just find a bottle of M7 Oud Absolu on Walmart, if you trust it. I might pick it up. That bottle was like 60 odd dollars. That being said, I really am struggling to find a difference in literature between the two. I don't know if this is 2022's Oud Absolu as the original M7 Oud Absolu re-release came out in like 2011 or something like that. So I'm not entirely sure. Maybe this is the re-release. I don't really know. Maybe we can talk about it together and figure it out. Don't listen to this guy. He's an idiot. It literally said 2002 on the bottle. 2002. Under that, it says 2002. Projection on this is good. I put strong mid down, 7 out of 10. You might maybe a little more conservative, call it 6 out of 10. When I was sitting in my work truck, I definitely know that I was filling up the truck with it. As I got out and got back in, I could smell it in the truck, like not just projecting off of me. I could smell it in the truck itself as if it had projected out and filled the area of the truck. Throughout the day, I could smell it on myself. The projection's good. So it's somewhere in that strong mid to low strong area. This is going to push out. I maxed out at like 3 sprays for like work, but that was probably too much. This is probably a 2 sprayer, guys. Longevity, all day, into the night, forever. It's not quite Sauvage Elixir, foreverness, infinity and beyond type style, but it is all day into tomorrow. This stuff lasts, guys. Man, super good, super good performance. Amazing. For $31, yeah, this is good stuff. Now, that being said, this isn't for everybody. I'm in my early 30s. Anybody younger than me, unless you are, unless you got dough, or unless you are really confident and have that air about you, unless you are a Ivy Leaguer type guy, this isn't going to be for you. Younger men, you're not going to want to wear this, okay? Teens, absolutely not. You're going to smell ridiculous. You're going to get made fun of, I promise. That even young college guys, unless you're Ivy League, you're going to get made fun of wearing this. This isn't for you, all right? This is an amazing scent, but it's not for you. You're going to need to mature a little bit, and I'm immature, so I don't even know if it's really for me, but I love it, so it is. I found myself re-referenced the truck as I was driving down the thruway. I caught myself a waft, and the first thing that came to mind was, I smell like an old man. And it's true. It does smell sort of like an old man, but it smells like the richest, smartest, most ballinest old man's big-ass library that you've ever seen. Like, if you walked into that dude's room, it's dark wood, mahogany, like, not mahogany, like patchouli. It's dark patchouli, but it's like dark woods, and there's like, it's not animalic, but there's an earthiness to it. It's the oud. The oud just goes like bam. It's 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 a mature scent in this aspect. I think there are ouds that probably lean a little younger. I need to get more experience in the ouds to figure that out. We can grow together. But this is for the older, richer kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? On the side of the bottle, I don't know if I showed it, but there are accords that they gave us, which helps because, like I said, the lack of literature is kind of makes things a little difficult. It's got Mandarin on the top, it says. I guess, sort of. It's not really citrusy at all. It's probably just to kind of turn it a little bit away from being just oud for the entire time. But this is very linear, I would say. It's not really going to change too much. It's oudy and ambery. It's at the end, it's a little powdery. It's woody, powdery, and slightly sweet, ambery. It's probably what the myrrh is. It's got bois d'oud, patchouli, ceast, and myrrh. So I think it's possibly the myrrh. And I don't really have any good frame of reference for myrrh or ceast. But ceast is ceast labdanum. So leathery, woody, kind of floral scent. Ambery as well. And myrrh, I believe, is aromatic, woody, earthy, spicy. So this is really a earthy oud, sweet, ambery scent that really does very well. If you are a classy person, if you are mature, this is your scent. It's not for summer at all. I am really catching this at, I believe, the tail end of its wearing. You're not going to want to wear this in the summer. Nice, cool spring days or nice, cool nights, I suppose, if you want to wear it in the summer. Cooler nights, depending on your locale, then you could probably pull it off. You're not going to, I don't think you're going to want to wear this in heat. It's probably going to end up smelling weird. Like, people are going to wonder why you're wearing that. But overall, like I said, a very nice ambery, woody type scent that it's hard to pick up. So I'm not going to say that you should really spend a lot of time trying to get this, because as amazing as it is, the performance is great. It far outshadows what I'm about to say, but there is a better option. And I believe that this is close enough to Versace's Oud Noir that if you have Oud Noir, there's almost no point in getting this unless you're really stoked on oud, which happens. Don't let me talk you out of buying anything that you want. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just kind of here to give you some information. The Oud Noir, it's not the same. You spray them on, even if you do, 1, 2, and sniff them, there's a difference. But I don't think anybody's really going to care about the minute distinction between the two. That's really only up to you. Nobody who's smelling it in the air is really going to care or probably know the difference, because they're both oud focused. This one is a bit more ambery, and that's really about all I can say about that. This performance absolutely crushes Versace Oud Noir, which is good in and of itself. But this is like 2 times. So, between the two, which would I pick up first? This one, every time. And I literally cannot wait to wear it again. I'm almost a little sad that I have to put it to the side and find occasions to wear it so that I can move on and review other things, because this is freaking awesome. Anyways, guys, that being said, find something that's as unique as you are. Wear it unabashedly, even if it's oudy and earthy and animalic and disgusting. And till the next time I see you, take it easy, guys. Thanks.